I'm like, I don't hear the music. Take it out. Take it out.
Edit it. How we doing?
How y'all doing? Glad to be back.
It's loud as fuck.
It is loud.
All right. Welcome back, Michael.
Thanks for having me.
Michael Egbuka.
Yeah, this jersey's awesome.
Megamind Mike.
I got Egbuka everywhere, and he's so sick.
We got CTE Mike here with the Guardian cap due to his slow start in fantasy.
Yeah, I need just a little extra protection.
You switch something up, dude.
Can't
You
afford
are,
any weeks out.
You're 2-2 on the pod, 0-5 not on it. Maybe
There you go. So welcome back. Probably get some wins now.
Oh, got to be better than 1-7. I want to continue being on the pod.
Oh yeah, two. So you're. Well, you got one win week 1, so you're 1-2.
But you got your
And
win.
0-5.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
This room's got good vibes too, especially for Kev. He got some wins here, and then none of us watched last week, and look what happened. But we're back with the Week 5 preview? Question mark. We got news and injuries, Thursday night preview, so the usual. See if we can stop trolling with the Thursday night underdog pick. Looking at myself.
I lowered mine.
And we got a fun exercise today. So this is one that me and Matt talked about as something that we wanted to do after the quarter way mark of the season, of just seeing where we are with rest of season rankings with everybody. And so what we're going to do, we're going to try to do, hopefully it works, is do a little mock draft on Sleeper. We're all going to have at least 3 teams, and we're going to draft as if we went back in time. We know everything that we know now, and we can hit the redo button and draft the guys we want. And at the end, we'll do the weekly DK.
Yeah, how does that happen with the 10th team?
I have 4 teams.
What the hell?
Executive decision. But yeah, so I'll pick first. You'll pick second.
Yeah, that picks 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Mike will pick third, and then it'll just essentially be the same thing over again. And then I have 10th pick.
It's pretty cool on Sleepers. They still have all these old rankings in, so
Yeah,
we're going to be scrolling way down.
Yeah, I wrote a couple little lists, and a lot of this is going to be ad lib for sure. But this will be a true test to see where we're actually feeling with some of these guys and who we don't even care to draft anymore.
Be like Joe Burrow.
Right. Yeah. No Joe today. But for that, how's everybody doing? What is it? Tuesday night?
Yeah.
Mike, how's it going?
Stressed out, man.
Stressed out.
I just
Work, life,
love
fantasy, or
fantasy, dude. This is the only thing.
But all your other leagues, you're killing it.
Well, I think I'm killing it in our league that I'm 1-7. That's the issue. I love my team.
Got some good players, just not a good record.
People sending me trades like he's in the shitter. He's gonna sell these guys. He needs to sell CD. I don't want to sell anybody. I love my team, so I'm gonna go down with the ship if they don't get anybody.
I wouldn't sell CD.
I'm not selling.
We're only a quarter way through. So one update before we get into the news. Got a new sign. So shout out
Yeah,
Louis for Matt's birthday gift, pimping out our wall a little bit. We're getting there eventually. Now probably my turn to throw something on my side, but it's looking good. Looking more vibrant in here. That's what we need.
Yeah, not to go back here. I was just thinking you need to win 3 straight double wins just to be 500.
Yeah, when you think of it like that, it's tough, but then it's just 3 weeks.
I'm getting some good situations though with my team. So Hampton owns the backfield now. Egbuka's the wide receiver 1.
Have
Judkins
you had
is now playing?
Have you had any
there's
injuries?
a lot coming up on my team.
Have you had any
CD,
injuries?
CD, my first.
CD.
Well, Bowers is kind of hurt.
Bowers is kind of hurt, but he's still out there.
Yeah, not doing
But I think injuries have helped my team more than they've hurt my team right now. Just with Hampton
Najee
coming
going
in,
down.
yeah.
And
Well, then Judkins coming back. CD will be back too. So
okay. So without further ado, let's get into the news and just roll through this real quick.
News team, assemble!
We're rolling loud tonight.
Yeah, I fucked with the audio. I just turned it up a little bit, but I clearly did something wrong. But I think we're okay. Hopefully people's ears don't get blown out if they're driving listening to this. But we'll start out with Tyreek Hill underwent successful season-ending surgery to repair a dislocated knee and multiple torn
Did you guys
ligaments,
see the
including
video?
an ACL.
Of a random fan.
he was in the back of the
Ambulance, and he
They're
was
like, "That's Tyreek," and
he had his phone and he was smiling while
Yeah.
in the freaking bed.
I mean, it's for sure that he just doesn't want to play with 2 anymore, right? Or he's just a little
Could be some
Little-
shock
little
there.
Guardian cap.
I mean, there
little
could be
CT.
some shock. It's weird though.
I mean, that was a bad injury though.
We were all saying break, but I kind of we immediately knew it wasn't because he wasn't screaming in pain, but still looked like a pretty bad injury. And he
I mean,
was
yeah,
just
multiple torn
smiling
ligaments.
the whole way.
Yeah, so this hurts. I mean, they got a red zone threat now apparently with Darren Waller, but I think if anything, this kind of just boosts Waddle stock and maybe Malik Washington, that little
Or just
Speedster.
H-Chan more.
yeah, more H-An. But sucks for Tyreek. Ravens fans. So this is something that Matt and I talked about on the last episode, and we didn't really, I don't know, we didn't really either read what was going on or we just kind of went off assumption of what we watched during the game or Matt watched. But Lamar can potentially miss a couple weeks, and their bye is in, I want to say it's in 3 weeks, week 7, I want to say. So if he misses week 5, week 6, misses the bye week, he could potentially be back week 8. So that seems like the most logical thing to do with the hamstring injury for Lamar. So that'll be something to monitor. I checked the one reason like this was even brought up was I checked ESPN today, the waivers, and I saw Cooper Rush had projected points. I was like, what team is this guy on? I was like, oh, the Ravens. So
And they could have one win by the time he comes back
yeah, so big yikes there.
out of playoffs. Maybe not as competitive the rest of the season.
Does this kind of hurt Zay Flowers if Cooper Rush is in? Is he the only guy that
Yeah.
you're
He
playing?
looked terrible.
Because
when
you're
he
still
came in.
playing King, right?
I'll have to.
Obviously. And
Yep.
then, so it's just Andrews and Flowers maybe take a hit.
Yeah, they're playing good secondary facing the Texans. So
And there's some good defense overall.
yeah.
So that's a yikes. So maybe just Henry for the next game. Rookie quarterback Dylan Gabriel expected to start. Really? This is news to me.
Yep.
Oh, I did not see this at all today. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is something I said to you on the last episode that this could potentially be happening. I had no report of anything. This was just I was like, okay, this has to be happening soon. And I saw a little Jay drop Flacco like 30 minutes ago, and I was like, oh, okay. But I didn't see this at all.
It's going to be scary for him, though.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, in
first
London.
start in London.
Fuck
Well,
that.
first start there.
Vikings D.
Vikings D. He's got Judy. And then I was looking at the depth chart. Tillman's on IR now.
Yeah, he's
so
out.
He's got Isaiah Pound, an undrafted rookie, as wide receiver 2.
Pound Town.
Jamari Thrash, a 24 fifth-round pick, who I've never heard of.
Isn't Elijah Moore still there?
No, he's on Buffalo.
Tillman was the number 2, but he's on IR.
Right. So,
And Judkins is the only hope in that offense right now. So,
well, if anything, for maybe Judy and Njoku and Fannin, this could get a little better. I mean, it wasn't good with Flacco, but maybe it'll take a few weeks with the new guy.
Yeah, maybe they just utilize Fannin more and they have the other rookie, Sampson.
Dylan Sampson.
Maybe those are just the receiving guys.
So that's interesting. What do we got here? The weekly Niners segment. Ricky P, Juwan Jennings, and Brock Purdy. They all didn't practice Monday or Tuesday, and all are questionable for the short week Thursday night game against the Rams.
Yeah, it sounds like Purdy is probably going to play. The other two, who knows?
It's more CMC. Sucking the life out of everyone. That's all I really got out of that.
Yeah.
Tyler Higbee did not practice Monday or Tuesday due to a hip injury. Questionable for Thursday night. Okay. This is a big one. Bucky Irving allegedly has an injured ankle/foot. I believe he left the game. We talked about this on the last episode again, but came back. I
Mhm.
think was it before he scored the touchdown or after?
Or after.
After. But I think he ended the game. Like it's not like he left the game and Rashad
Oh, was it before?
his long touchdown.
Oh no, it was right before the half.
He left.
Yeah, he got hurt right
Okay.
before the half, but then just played the rest of the game.
Yeah, so that's an interesting report considering he finished the game. But if he's out,
I mean, Todd Bowles said that he's concerned. So
interesting. Yeah, if he's out, I think Rashad White's a instant top 24 play. Maybe
Rick.
Brick with the double win.
Yeah, maybe we actually see Sean Tucker.
Probably. Yeah, the Bucks, they've been biting the injury bug a little bit this year. Jets running back Braylon Allen suffered an MCL sprain and is likely headed to the IR. I saw this one happen live on the kickoff, and he just got a helmet to the knee or like something whack, and it didn't look good. And he didn't come back in the game either, limping around on the sideline with no helmet.
yeah, it was a tough game for Braylon.
Yeah.
He gets injured. He dives into the end zone
Oh, yeah.
without the football.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a tough game
yeah.
for him.
That was a classic Jets play, and I saw on waivers that what's his name, Isaiah Davis.
Yeah, he's got projected.
Yeah, he's got more points projected this week. So
It's
I think
last-
just, if anything, it just probably he subs in directly for Braylon Allen, and Brees will probably see this.
Well, he was already getting some carries.
Ticks, yeah.
Yeah, he was getting some ticks. So, yeah, well, I mean, they
Nothing
wanna,
really to.
They want to run the ball. They're playing Dallas, so might just utilize everybody.
Cardinals sign veteran running back Michael Carter, who I believe was on the Cardinals at some point, right?
Yeah, he was a Cardinal.
Yeah, he was a Jet and then a Cardinal, I want to say. So Trey
This
Benson,
one's interesting.
Trey Benson with an undisclosed injury and hasn't practiced Monday or Tuesday. He didn't look that great in the Thursday night game. I don't know what you guys thought.
Well, he got hurt.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I just don't think like everyone's like, oh, Trey Benson on waivers, Trey Benson on waivers. I didn't
Well,
want
yeah.
I didn't want any part of him when he was healthy. I think Connor's a better back, and he didn't look good on that offense.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what I
just
was
any
saying.
any starting running back. I was talking to Matt about this with Woody Marks on the last episode. I mean, the Texans offense has looked disgusting, but if I was in desperate need of a running back, if I had Connor or if I had, anybody that was shit, maybe if I had Chubb, or like if I'm desperate at running back, I would throw a lot. I would have thrown a lot at Trey Benson, and I would have thrown a lot at Woody Marks if they were available, and then just hope they end up being something.
I read multiple reports. What makes this weird is like, sounds like this dude's going to be the starter. Like right
Michael
away.
Carter?
Yeah, because they don't want DeMercado out of his role.
Yeah, the pass catcher.
So I don't know, because all the injury reports get updated or they come out Wednesday. So we'll see. But yeah, it's really weird. They brought in 4 different running backs. So like that made me think like, oh, this is like dire. Like they
clearly need to find another
so
option.
something's probably up with Benson. I don't know what it is. We'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah, it's the first time I'm kind of reading through all this, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, Tyreek was a big one, and I think Bucky was another big one, and Lamar, obviously.
RJ Harvey got some work this week.
I saw that, yeah. I think that was just more, we talked about that on the Monday night recap. They were just getting blown out, but he got the receiving touchdown. He
It
had
was wide open
he
too.
had damn near the equal amount of carries as Dobbins. I think Dobbins was gassed like in the second half. Like I think he had like 3 straight runs, and they brought in Harvey for like 3 straight runs, and that's when he had the touchdown.
Did you guys see Dobbins speaking Spanish in the
No, I didn't
Monday
watch
Night
that.
Football? You know the guy that he always says Monday Night Football. He's like the Spanish.
Mhm.
He got Dobbins started. It sounded like a high schooler speaking like Spanish 3 or something like that. But he was able to respond to what he was saying, and it was just funny because he didn't know how to say yards in Spanish, and the other guy was like yardas, and he was just like yardas, sí. And Dobbins was just speaking Spanish. I was like, hell yeah.
I had 2 more news.
Mhm.
I want to talk about KC with Worthy back.
Look
They
good.
looked.
I mean, I didn't.
really good.
We talked about this on the last
Worthy
episode.
looked just involved, like nothing was wrong.
I didn't watch anything.
It
on
looked
this.
like old KC,
Okay.
and I feel like they never really had like Rashi and Worthy at the same time, like both popping off.
Well, Worthy, he was kind of coming into his own last year as
and
a
then
rookie.
yeah. So once Rashi comes back, I think like Mahomes. I don't know.
Mahomes is already
He's
quarterback
already
3.
doing good, and that team looks absolutely insane. So
Yeah, I thought that too when Rice comes back. I was looking before because we're heading into. So actually, now that you bring that up, he's able to come back to team facilities this week. Rashi is,
Rice.
but he's not able to practice. But he can be in like team meetings and shit like that. But he can't practice, I think, until
He's not back
week
this week,
6.
not next week, but week 7.
week 7 he can play, but I think he can practice like after the week 6 game. But I thought about that. I was like, when he comes back, like, is it just Tyquan Thornton is goodbye?
He's just a deep threat.
after his touchdowns.
Just
But I mean, they can't have 4 guys out there.
Well, I don't see it'd probably be Worthy, Rice, and Kelsey as like the
Hollywood.
and Thornton would just be on like probably 3 receivers. He'd for sure take a backseat, and even Hollywood would take a backseat too. I think.
And they have the other rookie too.
the last thing was Browning looked good last year a little bit.
2 years,
2 years ago.
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Mhm. Yeah,
Can you start any Bengals player?
we talked about this. Chase, you kind of just close your eyes and throw him out there, and no, we're out on Chase Brown and T. Like you could start plenty of people over them.
You still start Jamar?
I think so. Yeah. I mean,
He said some things.
well,
after
we
the game.
said
Yeah,
he
he's
was
pissed
not happy. You're not happy about it. We'll figure that out today where he gets drafted. But
I just wanted to get your opinion because
no, I think I would still throw
it
Chase.
was really scary.
He's
watching
also
that game.
they've also played 2 tough defenses. If there was ever I was telling Matt last week, if there was ever a week to bench Chase, it was last week against Surtain and the Broncos, and the first week they played against the Vikings. So hopefully they can get some manufactured catches for Chase going forward and get in some better matchups. They do have a tough schedule, but T and Chase Brown, I'm absolutely out on unless they like go out and get a different.
It was pretty crazy. You know, even in our super flex, you got Jamar Burrow first round. Chase would have went in the second, I think.
Yeah,
probably end of the
yeah,
second
for sure.
and then T went in the third.
Yep.
So all just
That
top
first game
guys.
was the Dublin game.
Yeah. No. Well, it was the game that you had the Vikings against the. You're talking about the Browning game?
Yeah.
The first Browning game? No, I think that was in Minnesota. Because the Vikings just played in Dublin against Pittsburgh.
And then they're going to London.
Yeah.
You're right.
So no, that was just they just got their ass kicked in
I
Minnesota.
think there's another London game. I think there was 2 London games and 1 Dublin game.
Right, and then the Chargers Chiefs was in Brazil. I don't know which one these.
So maybe that's next week. I don't
it's
know.
probably the Jags or some shit.
Oh yeah, they got the contract or whatever, right?
Yeah. Anything else you wanted to bring up before we get into the Thursday night?
Gene T in the Michael Myers stance. Pretty
I saw
sick.
that.
His
Yeah,
stats are awesome. Side note, we lost our tackle.
we mentioned that last episode.
Colton Miller.
So it's like really sucks as a Raider fan. Finally, like see something out of Gene T.
But isn't it weird? I brought this up on the pod. So because the Chargers, I mean, you got Herbert. They lost Joe Alt, their best tackle. But both running backs, Genty and Hampton, went off like after they got hurt. So it's like it's really weird.
Bears D.
Yeah.
Something to do with it, maybe.
Yeah, no, it makes me.
But they play
it
the
makes me happy
Giants.
because I have Hampton, and it makes me happy because I like Gene T. And they popped off after, but it still scares the shit out of me.
Mm-hmm. No, we've had some conversations about Genty for sure of what things we were right on, things we were wrong on. But now I feel like, I mean, once again, we'll see where he goes.
Yeah, you guys were super low when I was listening. Actually, I was thinking like I'm not low on him at all. Even
maybe
though he
the
hasn't been
wrong
good.
maybe the wrong week to do it on in a great matchup. But
Not even that. I still like love the volume the whole time. Like it, and he was still breaking tackles. It was gonna be due eventually.
it's just it was never him. It's just the Raiders.
That's true.
It's
So
also
he's great.
It's also weird. They're I mean, it's not amazing, but their pass blocking grades like significantly higher than the run
Oh,
blocking.
yeah, I watch all the games. Like
They just can't run block, but
Gino's
they can.
throwing a lot of picks, but like
A lot of picks.
like that first game,
he's got like
Gino
7.
was airing it out. He had all day in the pocket, and there's been a bunch of games where he just has all the time in the world in the pocket, and then they make a run play, and there's 3 guys in the backfield. And I'm just like,
Now back to also what you said. I'm not out
You
on
should just-
Chase Brown yet.
they should just pass block
TS.
when they're running.
You guys saw all the clips,
Not
right?
bad.
Who sent that? Did I send that?
of the
Bengals offensive line.
Well, remember when you walked in the room, I was like, hey, they just rushed 3 and they got to Browning immediately.
Yeah,
that
and-
was that play.
And Chase Brown and 3 linemen blocked the D tackle.
Yeah.
And the 2 ends just walked
Like,
in.
yeah, 2 tough matchups, but I mean, we've talked about all those running backs that were taken after Chase Brown. Obviously, if you have him, you're probably still holding on to him, but there are definitely other options out there. So, all right, Thursday night, we got the Niners and the Rams, the NFC West battle.
You ain't no fan. You take it.
I will take the Rams. I think. Wait, well, who did I pick last week? I picked Seattle, right? And you
Yeah, I
picked
picked
Cardinals.
Arizona.
Okay, so I'm 3 easy picks, and I think last week was the first one that was even debatable. I'll probably go Rams in this one, but we'll start with the Niners. Coming off a weird, tough loss. I didn't watch this game at home against Matt's favorite quarterback, Trevor Lawrence. They just didn't look good, apparently. I mean, you could talk about them more than I can since you watched.
Defense, and then Purdy fumbled and threw 2 picks. Both picks were tipped. I think Trent Williams was talking about after the game. He was just like, it ain't this man's fault. He's just like, we're the ones letting them get in there, and they hit his arm, or they tipped it.
Mm-hmm.
2 of his picks, and then I thought the fumble was his fault just because he was holding the ball out like this, and then they just swiped down and hit his arm. But
The fumble was his fault. That's not ball security for sure.
it was just, I mean, their line's been terrible. I put it in here. Their line looks awful.
Well, you brought up the
CMC's not
rushing. Yeah, the rushing problems.
Yeah, the line it's bad.
So is it just CMC right now on the Niners side that you'd play?
Yep.
I mean, everyone else is beat up. I know you've been out on Pearsall.
You're starting the receiver. You're starting
Pearsall?
It depends. So they're both questionable. So if only one of them, Pearsall or Juwan, is in, you're starting that guy
Juwan,
because they're just going to get all the work, and they have been getting a lot of targets and yards when they're active.
Pearsall's been good.
Juwan's 3 touchdown game last year was against the Rams.
Yeah, but if
His
Pearsall's
one
out,
game,
So, yeah, like I said, CMC just continues to be great. We brought up everyone's in the chat has brought up his receiver alone numbers. He'd be a top 10 wide receiver with just those stats, which is insane. So yeah, he's continuing to suck all the health out of the Niners and continuing to crush it for your fantasy teams. And then the Rams scored 14 unanswered in the fourth quarter last week to beat Indy and Dimers. Offenses look great. I think, you talked about Stafford, Matt. You had him on your team. A low value guy that can come in and just get you 15 every week. Without looking, I would think he's probably averaging more than that to this point. And the Devontae Adams signing was a real great. It was just great for them as far as he's the red zone threat. Puka's inside the 20s, and then Kyron is just doing all stuff that he usually does. And Stafford looks great. Definitely not from what we saw preseason with the injuries. So you got to be happy there. I don't think there's really anything to talk about with these guys. Well, the one question is, and you have it in here, in a one quarterback league, you think Stafford is a locked and loaded top 12 option, or is he still just kind of in the streaming category? I think is the only question.
I think you're happy if you start him every week. He might not give you Allen numbers or anything, but he's going to be.
I mean, where were you? Yeah, and where
he's going to be within a few points of the middle or top guys.
And you basically didn't draft him, or he was.
I was gonna say, if you just waited and were like, "Yeah, I'll take Stafford," and your team's probably stacked, and you're just
hopefully
probably your second quarterback, anyways.
Yeah, maybe. But Devontae Adams, I think, has exceeded expectations. Puka, I think, has even exceeded expectations, and Kyron's just Kyron. Probably one of the more likely bets to get into the end zone on a week-to-week basis.
The one thing I will say, because this is in SoFi, I think, Niners fans are always like they take over that whole stadium. Well, it's never really a home game.
Yeah.
And they just, I mean, for a while there, it was Shanahan was like dominating the matchup. But I know the Rams won both games last year, but I think they were by like 1 point and a field goal. So they always play.
They always play them tough.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know if it's just Juwan out there or no Kittle, your line looks terrible. I mean, Purdy, I don't think Purdy's looked great. And he's hurt. He's hurting. Rams are clearly just rolling offensively. So,
right.
I mean, yeah, I would go Rams too, but
I'm also going to go Rams.
Yeah, I think the Niners have a lot to work on right now, whereas I think Rams are doing everything right.
And
so
more.
Niners are playing catch up right now. The Rams just have to keep doing what they're doing.
But the Niners are still 3-1. And what are the Rams?
3-3-1s. Seattle, Rams, and Niners.
Seattle, yeah. Arizona's 2-2 now.
I'm looking at the spread right now. Rams 5.5 point favorites.
Probably deserved. Yep. Yeah, but give me the Rams. So we got 3 Rams. Easy. Underdog picks. What you got, Matt? Trying to get on the board still.
Puka higher 89.5.
Puta.
We might have to get a fourth one then.
I have 2. I put one. I have a Niner and a Ram. Just I didn't know what you had. So what do you got?
I have a Ram, but I might add a second Ram. Maybe we could do 2 dogs. We'll do a big one and a small one because you got Puka over yards.
Mm-hmm.
I got Devontae over yards.
Okay,
it was low. It's like 50?
54.5.
Yeah.
He's done that every single game except for last week when he had like 50. But he's getting a lot more target share than I think people actually realize.
It's just Stafford and Adams. I mean, it's Puka and Adams. Like those are the only 2 guys that.
But he's still getting like 8-9 targets.
Yeah, he's been great.
If we did a second one,
and it's a division game, so I just think it's going to be more grindy. And Adams is like that end zone. He's going to make some contested catches. Like he's gonna be involved in a more gritty game.
Okay.
I was gonna say if we did 2, I would do Adams anytime score.
Okay. I was saying if we're both going over yards, we should probably take Stafford over then too.
Yeah. What is it? Do you have the line?
I think his line's like, I think it's low. I think it's like 250. Would you say Puka's was?
99, but I lowered it to 89.
99. 54. We're at 150. Yeah, I don't know. That's probably a good line. I think it was pretty low though. I think it was like 250.
So either or Puka or Adams. And then what was another one you had?
Well, I was saying if we were just
it's 239.
Yeah, say 239 for Stafford. But if we're both saying over on Adams and over on Puka, we should probably say over on Stafford.
I I'm indifferent there. I just think, like you said, it's a division game. This could get ugly. One of mine is Kyron anytime. And then I had Brian Robinson over 15.5 rushing yards. He's done that every game. And I think on a short week, they might lean a little more of a split, maybe CMC and B-Rob than we've seen in the first 4 weeks. So I can go either or there.
CMC might need some breaks, might be tired too.
I mean, he's hit the line every game.
Well, if all the receivers are out, CMC is going to be the lead receiver. Then
probably
they might need
in the slot.
Run it. That's what I'm saying. That's a good pick. I like that.
So either Puka and or Devontae, we could throw B-Rob in there since that's our only Niner. And then I don't know if you could pair the quarterback's passing yards with the receiver's passing yards, but Kyron anytime I feel is just.
I mean, I'd feel comfortable with Stafford 2 tutties too.
Okay,
it's probably 1.5. Yeah,
it's 1.5. He's gotten 3, 2, 2, and I think 1 week 1.
I don't know if you can pair an anytime Kyron with a Stafford 1.5. So.
Oh no, I said that if you were doing, because what did you say, receiving yards?
The two that I had were B-Rob over 15.5 rushing yards and Kyron anytime.
So yeah, the first one would be B-Rob, Puka, Devontae over yards.
Maybe we'll throw a couple in. We'll see in post.
Yeah, I'll probably do that 3, and then I'll probably do one with like the 6, and I'll do that as a flex play.
Okay.
I like it.
I like it too. All right, you guys ready for this?
Another interesting one was CMC to get 17 rushing attempts, which seemed like a lot. I mean, he's had 17 on the dot twice, but like, what if they're just getting their ass kicked?
Right.
Are they going to really rush it that much? I don't know.
I'm scared to do rushing attempts. I took Achane under 12.5. He hasn't done it all season, and he had more rushing attempts than he's had.
22. Didn't he have like 22 carries?
Yeah, I don't think
Achane had like 20.
I think like week 2 in the Bills last year, he had like 20. I don't think he's had that many carries in like over a year. So it's like sick, dude.
Okay,
Never doing it again.
You guys ready for this? So what we're gonna do?
Get into it.
I've already explained 10 teams. I got 4 teams. Matt's got 3. Mike's got 3. We're just gonna go through and treat this as if the season started today with all the info that we know and see who is gonna drop versus preseason rankings and who has risen up since preseason rankings. I've done like 5 minutes worth of research and writing down names, so a lot of this is going to be blind and just off the dome, I think.
You could run my list too if you want.
So
look at the list.
That'll be even better. And obviously there are some rankings here so you can see the names. But all right, we're going to start this off. I got first pick. And
oh, sorry. One quarterback?
One quarterback,
okay.
Half PPR,
Good.
2 running backs, 2 receivers, tight end flex.
Okay.
We're going to go 3 to 5 rounds, see how the time looks. But I'm going to start it off. I think there's a clear 101 in the few seconds I was thinking about this. I told you that when I was looking at this, the receiver category is very wonky compared to where we were preseason with Chase and CD and Jefferson, Brian Thomas, all that. And then the running backs are a little more stable, like some of the top guys up there. We assume to be up there that are still up there. CMC, Bijan, Jonathan Taylor, Saquon, not so much. So that seems a little more stable to me. So I am actually going to take Puka with the number 1 overall pick, which if you would have told me that.
He was my number 2.
Yeah. So I just think he's the clear-cut number 1 receiver right now. And the receiver category that's not very stable, in my opinion. And you can find some good running backs, I think, in this first round.
How do you look at the list?
So you can hit the TV screen in the top right, that button, and it says the names, right?
Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm on the clock. It's funny we're picking multiple teams. It's like I'm gonna want them for one team, maybe not the other team.
Yeah, you could treat it as if you're making your own team, or you can just treat it in a vacuum of just like the players in just a ranking. Whatever you want.
Let's see here.
I don't think that's the right pick.
You don't think so?
No.
That's why we're doing this. So we'll see.
My guy's not going to make it to me, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm just going to go Bijan.
Oh, he's going to make it to me.
So you can take him, right, Matt? There you go.
All right.
No explanation needed?
No.
Solid?
Great. the only top 5 guy that is still in the top 5, I think.
Top 5 guy that's still in the top 5.
Well, like ADP when we drafted, maybe top 10. That's still in the top 10.
Oh, that was Bijan.
Bijan. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
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 Bijan was like,
Super safe.
maybe going to be first overall. It was either him or Chase. Bijan is still there. He has been the best pick of the draft so far, probably. For like,
I don't have
or like first round.
Yeah.
Like those first few
I don't
picks.
have our draft pulled up, but I mean he's been great.
Yeah,
he's been safe.
He's awesome. I'm gonna go CMC. I still think he's like the best player in the NFL.
Well, Matt asked me, or I asked Matt on the last episode. We were looking at Cook, Bijan, CMC, and Jonathan Taylor. Of just which one of these guys would you want going forward? I forgot what you said. You said Bijan and CMC, and I said Bijan and Taylor as my 1A, 1B, and then CMC was just
give me CMC.
Yeah, no, completely fair. You can take him, Mike, in this slot, or I can put him there for you.
Did you claim a team?
He's third.
Oh, okay.
He's on here. Perfect. Do you see that?
I don't see his little picture. I just see Mike 1.
But it's like a blue sleeper bot instead of a gray one. He doesn't have a picture. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I put a picture in there. It didn't work. I don't know.
Okay. So I'm up. Didn't get this far. So yeah, receivers, like I said, I think there's still some good running backs to take here. And I think that's where I'm just going to go to keep this moving. I think this guy has been absolutely insane so far, and I have to find him. I have to click on the thing.
He's number 27.
No.
Oh,
Who are you looking at?
Right.
He's not number 27. He's number 16.
Jonathan Taylor.
Hmm.
So I think Bijan, McCaffrey, Jonathan Taylor have been obviously Cook as well. Don't want to spoil anything for you guys, but
He's 27.
I think that Taylor he's looked like 2021 Taylor. And I think a few of us have said that. And I think it's true. His floor is super high. This offense has looked better than we expected.
I think he slid. People were worried about the dimers. Offense looks awesome.
Offense looks great. So back to you, Matt.
Matt number 2
Yes, this is one I'll pick for you. So
wants Amon-Ra St. Brown.
yeah.
You looking at my listing?
And cross out.
Is he next for you?
Yeah. It's funny.
I mean, Amon-Ra was the top 10 in our draft. He was 11. He had Saquon and Amon-Ra.
Yeah, Amon-Ra's
I mean, I think
the CMC was top 5.
True. I mean, everyone agreed that Amon-Ra is just super safe. Like, you know exactly what you're getting with him.
You're happy no matter what.
Yeah. I think he scored he's more touchdowns than probably last point to this year. Or last year to this point.
I'm going to go Gibbs.
Jahmyr Gibbs. Okay.
He's so fun to watch. You want
Probably the most fun running back to watch in football? Maybe. He's up there, at least in the top 3. All right, back to me.
Is this Snake?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go with a guy who I think is also just because going back to our mock drafts in the offseason, I've told you how I like to draft Matt in the first round. I like to keep things super safe. The guys I know that are going to produce. And this guy has just been absolutely great up to this point. No really boom games yet for Javon Achane, but I mean, he's the entire offense. And I don't really foresee that changing at all. So he's not really he's not as high as some of the running backs that are up there right now after week 4. But going forward, I would feel great if I had him as my RB1.
Yeah, Matt number 3 is going to take Josh Allen.
Okay. In a 1 quarterback. Matt number 3. I mean, we talked about that too. I forget what episode that was, but Allen and Lamar, at what point are you just going to start taking him in the first round?
We did a work league at my work, and I got a bunch of guys together, and most of them know fantasy, some of them don't. And it was one of the guys, he likes a sports bet, but he was like, I'll do it. I'll try it. And he took Josh Allen like 2nd overall. And then in like the 4th or 5th round, he took Mahomes. It's a 1 quarterback league. And everyone's like, Joe's an idiot. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's the only undefeated team.
There you go.
So
that's why we play the games, for shit like that. Amazing. Just flip a coin every week. All right, Mike number 3, who you got?
I'm going to go with the guy I absolutely love. I'm going to go JSN.
I actually thought about him with the Achane pick. Yeah, definitely I don't know if I was wrong about him, but not sexy at all, but super needed in that offense and is just consuming targets right now at a rapid pace. And it seems like even his off games are close to 80 yards.
Yeah, I wish I would have swiped on him earlier. I was just so worried about Darnold. I thought it was just a Justin Jefferson thing, and Darnold didn't really have it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Darnold's looked okay. I
he
think
looks
up to this
okay,
point.
and
Yeah.
JSN is catching everything.
Yep. Okay, so me with 2 picks. One of them has got to be a running back. It's just which one I think is the one that I want. I'll just go with this guy.
Talk about Saquon like that.
Great offense on maybe a team that we didn't think was going to be this good. Josh Jacobs, I think, is also super safe.
Ooh.
And then my next guy, I think I'm actually going to go with someone who was very high, who is injured right now, but he's coming back soon. You're going to like this one, Mike. I still think CD is up there with
I was going to pair him with Josh Allen.
the top receivers. So, I mean, CD, he's obviously missed. Once again, we're doing week 5 is coming up, right? Yeah, we're going into week 5. So with the high ankle sprain, maybe just a couple of weeks left for CD, but when he comes back, he's right up there with Amon-Ra, Puka, Jason, to me.
For the purpose of this video, this is not like draft day. I'm going to take Hampton as the next best running back.
Okay. Interesting.
Prior to Najee getting hurt, that same game, actually, Najee had more carries, and it wasn't looking good. But since the injury, he's been absolutely insane.
I didn't watch this last game. I saw his stats, though. He looked great. How did they look in the Giants, even though they lost? Were they just getting to Herbert a lot?
They were, but I mean, Hampton looked really good, and that's a really good defensive front.
Is he still out there for like all the snaps?
Yeah,
like
pretty much just all the snaps, and he's getting reception work too.
Mm-hmm. So, well, that's what they took him for. First round pick. Matt number 3, Josh Allen.
Yeah, we're gonna get Saquon there.
Saquon. Definitely underwhelming to this point. What is he these days? Scoring leaders, running backs.
15?
Oh, I'm in 2024. Hello. Is that a guess?
Yeah.
Saquon is 6, 7, 10, 13. So yeah, great offense. Nothing changed. If anything, they're running the ball more. He just hasn't got those touchdowns yet.
I mean,
no, he did, but just no
running back 13, and he was taken as the second or third running back.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, you're still confident in the offense, right? Right? Question mark. Maybe just the running attack. All right, back to me. We're going to get into some names here soon. And I think, well, when we thought of this idea, Lamar was still healthy. So I thought he was going to be in consideration here. Maybe he still should be. I think I'm going to go a different way. So I'm going to treat this as if it's my own team. I got Achane with this team, and I think I still have faith in this guy. Not a great offense, but the number one weapon for Stroud. I still have faith in Nico as a guy being this high. I don't think he's killed you to this point.
I thought about him for a DK.
And just a slow start to the season. I mean, Stroud's looked terrible, but Nico still had a couple big plays. I still have faith in him. Mike, number 2.
Yeah, I'm trying to find him on my list to cross off. I might not have him until like the 5th round.
There you go. It's
a
little discrepancy
with a guy who was terrible for me last year, but has became the number 1 in his offense and scored every game. I'm going to go with Rome.
Yeah, I thought about him for this one.
It's a good pick.
It's great. I mean,
I just thought DJ Moore would be more involved. He's always been the guy.
That's
and
literally,
Rome has just really taken a step. Caleb has taken a step.
Yep.
That offense looks.
That's literally the same exact thing I said to Matt. I think I just overlooked Adunze as DJ Moore has always in every offense he's been in been the number 1 guy, and Rome has just taken a step that I didn't think was possible for him yet. But he's been great. Touchdown machine and clearly the number 1 option.
James Cook.
James Cook, number 1 overall running back.
To pair with Amon-Ra.
Yep, to this point. I mean,
number 1 RB going as the
is that
1,
Thubs
2,
team?
3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah.
7, 8. ninth, going off the ninth off the board. I think that's probably about where he'll finish, though.
Yeah, top 10. I mean, he finished last year as the RB8, I believe, in our league. And I mean, he's a touchdown threat every week. His role is very clear. That offense is still the best offense. And he's just been great. He's also one of, I think, the most exciting running backs to watch with his big play ability, but also very safe. I think the contract maybe steered some people away in the preseason, which is maybe why he went a little lower than he maybe should have. But I like it. Back to me. So who do I have with this team? I have JT. Okay. I think this one's a clear pick for me. So this is someone that we talked about in last episode, Matt, who was peeking through the door on someone that was scary. Drake London, I think, is the number one in this offense and still a top option. So Taylor and London, I love that. Mike Daniel, number one. CMC.
CMC.
Who are you going to pair with CMC? So only one quarterback taken. And no tight ends.
I think I'm going to go. I think there's still a lot of upside here. I'm going to go Jettis.
Jettas? Okay. Talk through that one a little bit. You're not scared at all about Wentz and McCarthy? Because he's not been great. He's not been...
I am scared. I think there's enough depth that I can get some pieces later on. And I don't know if Jefferson's coming back. So I think
McCarthy?
No, I don't know if Jefferson's coming back in the third.
Okay.
But I think there's enough depth at wide receiver that I could bench him for a couple weeks and see.
Okay.
I already have CMC, who's super safe.
Okay.
Jefferson's still one of the best, most elite receivers in the league.
I know Matt's been scared about Jefferson. How do you feel about Jefferson these days, Matt, going forward with either Wentz or McCarthy? You think he still deserves to be up here with the top 10 receivers?
Yeah.
Well, let's look at the receivers around him. So we got Jettis.
I mean, Addison looked great in his first game.
Garrett Wilson, who's been great.
It's been amazing.
And then we have like 3 Chargers receivers. Which one do you choose?
Yeah.
And Sutton. And those are like the only guys left. So I think I'd take Jefferson over those guys.
The number one in he's Jefferson.
10 for 126 this last week with Wentz. I said beforehand, I was like, I love this for Jefferson.
This is Wentz's second game, right?
I
think so. Well, he played against the Bengals.
Oh,
right?
he did. Okay.
And they just didn't need to do as much, I guess, because of that crazy
You're
blowout.
right.
But I agree.
But I mean, still, he's looked better with Wentz. Back to me.
Matt number one, Bijan Robinson.
Yeah, we're still going Jamar Chase here.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, the 9th receiver. 2 tough opponents. He got Surtain.
I have him in this little mini list I wrote as the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's like 16. So 9 to 16. I mean, do you have any hope at all that they're going to get a different quarterback throughout the season?
Nah.
Do you think they're just going to ride it out with Browning and figure it out?
I think 2 years ago he did a good enough tryout.
Bad matchup first 2 weeks.
Yeah. Or I don't know what the Minnesota one was, but I mean, their line is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen people talk about, like, how did Burrow even survive with this line?
Right.
Which, I mean, I guess he hasn't.
He didn't this year.
Well, in all the years he's got injured, wasn't it on, like, sacks?
Yeah. I think he was the most sacked quarterback one of those years. Okay, so that's interesting. So
it's the best receiver in the league.
Sure. I mean, no one's going to disagree with that. It's definitely just the situation. So that's a good feeler about where
I think I was going to go Jefferson, though.
Okay.
But then once you took him, I was like, yeah, I'm just going to go Chase here.
Okay, so I got Puka with the number 1 overall pick on this team. Okay.
You got the jersey.
Yeah, one of them's definitely going to be surefire Garrett Wilson, number 7 or so wide receiver in the league right now or in fantasy. Let me just scroll down way here in these preseason rankings. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. So that's great. 2 receivers to pair there, and I got to get a running back on this team. So I'm going to go with a guy that I think deserves to get a shout out here. Also have to search for him. Back to 2023.
I was just looking at
Travis Etienne. I think he's been great and instantly an RB1 going forward now that he shows that he still has got the juice.
All right, to pair
Bijan and Chase looks pretty nice.
And
I will say that.
He had the 1st and 2nd pick.
There you go.
There's a guy I want to go, but it's a little risky.
We might be able to do, let's see. We could definitely do 3 rounds. Let's do 3. Yeah, same thing. 3 to 5 rounds. Just keep going and see where the time's at.
Hoping nothing is seriously wrong, we're going to go Bucky Irving here.
Okay. So I think he was up there for me. Shit, you couldn't do that. Okay. Yeah, he was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12 for me. So where are we at? 1, 2, 3,
11.
4. Yeah, so around the same spot. Seems super safe in an offense that maybe hasn't looked super great. It's almost just like they're figuring out a way to get it done. They've had some shakiness, a lot of injuries, but he's been out there way more this year than he was last year and getting more of the receiving work too. I mean, Rashad's been pretty much a non-factor.
Okay, I want to go.
CMC and Jay Jettis.
Yeah, I want to go King here, but because I have Jettis, I want to go a little bit safer. Someone that's been great. I'm gonna go Judkins.
Okay.
That's when I said I want to go here, but it seems a little risky. It was Judkins.
Well, I mean, he's looked, 3 games? He came in, the one game looked okay, and then he's had 2 full games.
2 great games.
Yeah.
As like the full workload.
Does it scare you at all that they're changing quarterbacks, or are you
I think
happy?
that's better for him.
Okay.
I'm actually surprised. Samson looked so good when Judkins was out,
Yeah,
and
they kind of
they
got away
just
from him
threw him away.
at all.
They
threw him
literally
away.
did.
As soon as Judkins was in, they're just like, all right, he's the guy.
I think I said it on the pod. I was just like, because they were saying like, I mean, we were saying preseason, like, I think I was the one that told you, like, when we first started doing our research, I was just like, dude, everyone's high on this Judkins guy, but he's got this stupid thing hanging over his head, this domestic issue. But everyone was saying, like, this is the most talented running back. But, like, we were like, well, what's going to happen? He's going to get suspended. And then as soon as he comes back, I think I told you, I was just like, yeah, you might get, like, one more game with Samson, and he's done.
Yeah,
They're going to go
really
straight
was
to
done.
Judkins because they want him to be the guy.
And before our draft, all the legal charges had been dropped and everything. So I was even ready for a 3-game suspension, which kind of we got,
I mean, essentially it was.
Essentially it was,
2.5, 2. Or when he came back week 3, right?
No, yeah.
Okay, so
Because we're only in week 4. He's played 3 games.
Yeah.
So he didn't even get suspended.
No,
Not at all.
no, because it was dropped.
That's weird because there's been other cases where they've dropped it and they still suspend him because Goodell's an idiot.
I'm gonna go with quarterback, and it's not Lamar. He's got the hamstring.
Patrick Mahomes.
They haven't looked great. It's not Matt Surefire Jaden. He's coming back from injury. Probably going to be great. But Mike, you talked about him and how he's looked great so far. He's getting his basically number 1 weapon back in a couple weeks. I think Worthy changes the whole dynamic of this offense. And I think Patrick Mahomes might be a little back this year.
I thought you were going to be like, and I'm taking Dak.
I'm taking Baker.
I think Kels has even looked a little better than last year.
He's just out there.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, Rashee Rice is going to take a lot of those intermediate, small routes, I think. And Kelsey's just going to be a playoff guy. I feel.
Thornton's sick.
Yeah, he's a good weapon.
Worthy, they just had him like motioning. Just
Yeah, he's
the same shit he was
clearly
doing
had
last year.
huge plans for him, and he probably
And
they also can't.
Kareem has been like getting,
Well, they can't run the ball.
but he's
So-
been getting their short yardage and he's been getting a few yards. And
Well, that's another reason why I think Mahomes has been so good. Is Macheko and Hunt have not been as good as maybe they hoped.
Yeah,
So throwing a ball-
Hunt's just been who he is.
Yeah.
They give him any short down yardage, he gets the ball. Goal line, he gets the ball. Pacheco's not doing shit. He
Yeah.
scored last week, but
Yep.
I was gonna say also Worthy did catch a deep ball too. He
Mhm.
got one deep ball, but the rest were just like those motion plays, get it to him quick, and then just let him do.
right, yeah, use the speed.
I didn't realize I was up again. My bad.
No, it's all good. I just wanted to talk about it.
So I got Raw and Cook.
Yep, great. You got Thub's team pretty much. You could keep it going with Thub's team if you want.
Let me.
Are we worried about the Ravens? What's going on with the Ravens?
Yes.
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 Okay.
They're probably top 5 favored to make playoffs, and might
1
not happen
3.
now. And if
The
they,
defense has been bad. There's been a bunch of these shootouts that they can't keep up in, it seems like. But
Yeah, defense has been bad for a few years, but it seems like now it's
it's
just
like extra bad. And King
hasn't helped.
He's been struggling to get going.
You
a
guys
little
ready
bit.
for this one?
Yeah, we need to hit us with some
for
play.
my RB2 here. We're gonna go with Javonte
Oh
Williams.
no, smelly Javonte, RB6 Javonte,
RB6
or whatever he is.
Or yeah, I thought you were speaking facts there. Whatever he is,
No, I think
just
he is.
bell cow, getting the volume. Cowboys offense looks good. Their defense looks
Bell cow.
bad.
That's the biggest thing, I think. And goal line threat and catching passes. And
He's running angry.
Looks good.
He's fucking truck sticking people.
Yep.
And I mean, yeah, I get him as a running back too there. So I like
Sweet.
that. I like that.
All right, Mike, you got Gibbs and Adunze on this team. Where are you going?
I think we're gonna go with my boy, the Eggman.
The Egg Buka?
Yeah.
Dude, I have some thoughts on him.
Let's hear it.
I just think, okay,
He's
so
sick.
He's sick.
no, he is sick, but like they clearly, it just showed week 1, like people saying like, oh, they don't give a shit about Godwin. No, they literally do. He got 10 targets. Baker loves targeting him.
They both had 10 targets, Egbuka
And just when Evans does
Godwin.
come back,
Yeah.
I just don't know what it's gonna. I don't know what's gonna happen.
But I don't think Igbuka needs 10 targets. He's
Big
getting
play,
even if he's getting 4
touchdown.
targets, he's getting the right targets. They're red zone big plays.
Well, he's not
getting
gonna score a
touchdowns.
touchdown every game. So because there's been a few games where he had like 50, 60 yards, but he got a touchdown.
Yeah, lower set. I mean, it's definitely been the touchdowns, I think, that has carried him so far, but he's
No,
clear-
but he looks
I
great.
think when they want to do that style or they need to go for the end zone, like I think he's going to be that guy.
Yep.
So he's going to continually get those good targets.
and when everyone's back, it's a great offense. So you're not gonna
I'm
be
worried about that part when everyone's there.
I think he could beat out.
I think
Godwin.
it's going to be just
spread
throw it to
around a little
everyone.
more. Fair enough.
They spent too much on him.
First round pick. I mean, I think a lot of it is Mike's getting older. Godwin had the injury. They
it's
wanted
more
to
so
get-
Godwin for me. Like Evans, I think he's just
getting
getting
close.
yeah.
Yeah.
That injury.
Yep.
I mean, you're the one that said 7 years
7 straight years with
with
a hamstring. Yep.
I think he's still going to be like that
Red zone.
goal line fade.
Yep.
Big. I mean, he's huge.
Third down.
It's more Godwin that I think eats into the volume for Egbuka
Yeah, we'll have
and
to
the
see.
down the field.
We'll have to see when they're all back, but I mean, I doubt Baker will be able to support all three of them to be consistent on a week-to-week basis. But
Like he'd be the one I would want out of all 3 of those guys, but
Mhm.
it's just I don't know. It seems it's going to be like maybe this week Mike catches 2 tugs and maybe Egbuka gets like 5 for 70. It's like, yeah, you're happy with that, but
Mhm. Fair enough. Up to this point, he's been definitely better than advertised, which is
Oh, yeah.
actually
He's
kind
been
of
sick.
insane compared to where his hype was in the
I know.
season.
I wanted him. I was saying I wanted him, and then you draft him hella early.
Mhm.
Because in our mocks, I was like, well, when we first did the mocks, he was a 12th rounder, and Tet was it like a 4th rounder? And I was like,
Yeah.
they got Egbuka like 8 rounds out. I was like, I'll save it and take the
Yep.
shot on him over Tet. He's on the Panthers. I don't want that. And then you fucking took him hella early.
Took him in the 6th.
Yeah, I was just like, damn, I wanted him.
So I'm going to go, Mike, here with one of your guys. Had a couple rough matchups against a couple tough run defenses. I have some stock in him in a couple other leagues too. Lamar will be back in a couple weeks. I actually am going to go King here. He's definitely, I think, still deserves to be up this high. He had an insane week 1. Just, I'm pretty sure 18 for over 100 yards and a touchdown. Looked great. It was, I think, against Buffalo, right?
Yep.
So, no, I think he still deserves to be up here. And if I can get him as my second running back, I feel okay about that.
And
Achane and
he
Henry.
hasn't given up. You can see the visible like frustration when he's fumbling, and
Yeah.
he's.
Well, they played the Lions, they played the Browns, 2 great run defenses.
But sometimes you just see guys that are out there like, I don't know. Pacheco looks like he's just out there. The Kings, he's pissed off, and on the sideline he's throwing shit, and he knows he's better, and he's gonna do better.
still gonna get a bunch of opportunities to score touchdowns to fall in from the 1-yard line. So still feel pretty good about Henry going forward. All right, Matt 3, you got Josh Allen and Saquon.
No way you guys take him. I'm going to get him on the way back. All right. For my running back 2, between 2 guys here. I'm going to I'm going to go Genty here.
Okay.
Because I'm going to assume.
What 1 week does.
I'm going to assume. Well, yes, actually. But it's more so like, I mean, that's a running back 1 week. Like that's what he.
The running back 1 week.
So,
Yeah.
If I have Saquon, and assuming Saquon gets back to Saquon measures,
Mm-hmm.
I could have Genty as my RB2. Totally happy with that.
Okay. Let's.
Sure, sorry.
Oh yeah, for sure. Mike number 3.
All right, we're gonna go 4 rounds. Let's finish this one up, and
Perfect.
then we'll go back, and then we'll finish it off with
Because I want to get this guy.
the
See your
DK
guys'
one.
I
reaction.
got 8 rounds here, dude. I'm ready. Come on.
Yeah, we're almost at an hour. So
Oh yeah, we gotta hit our D.
To take the other guy I think you were gonna take, and this is the one I actually wanted. I'm gonna take Kyron.
Oh yeah, it was those two.
super safe.
I just felt because I had Saquon, I will
And
take.
I love that team. JSN, Hampton, Kyron.
Seems safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyron, one of the number 1 overall picks to get an anytime touchdown each and every week. So definitely don't hate that. Okay. I'm balanced with this team. I have Jacobs and CD Lamb. Sounds pretty nice.
I don't like this Eli guy, number 4.
Why? What's wrong with him?
I don't like his team.
Seems pretty sick. I think I'm gonna need a receiver here to get because I'm
Have
still
one.
yeah, still not gonna have CD for a couple weeks. So I'm gonna go with someone who also deserves a shout out.
Oh, don't take the guy I was gonna take.
Has been super sick, probably the lowest ranked guy
Yeah, that's what I was gonna take.
out of everyone.
Is he like 210?
210 QJ. I think I don't know what the hell happened. Mike, you had this guy on your team last year, couldn't catch a damn thing,
No,
and now is a top 5 receiver in one of the best offenses in the NFL. Lad McConkey is absolutely useless. I think that's been one of the biggest surprises, I think, of the season so far. And I literally have this duo in my league that I'm absolutely fucked in, and I've been playing QJ the last couple weeks when CD has went out. Hasn't been going well for me, so just a little FYI there. And I actually will go. I'm gonna go Lamar.
I was gonna go Lamar.
I'm not that worried yet. They've had some tough matchups, and they're gonna get rolling here pretty soon. Even if he misses a couple weeks, I think he's that much of a difference.
This team's
maker.
pretty safe, and I'm gonna keep it safe. I'm gonna go another quarterback. I'm gonna go Hurts here.
Hurts. Okay, I think that's a conversation.
Hurts so good.
So you don't care at all about the passing so far? Still okay with all the tush pushes and everything? You don't think they've looked underwhelming to this point? I mean, they're 4-0, but for fantasy,
I don't give a shit about the passing. I mean, all the top quarterbacks.
I mean, yeah, you just
all
need
the
him.
rushing quarterbacks for
Sure.
a reason.
so basically the top 4 quarterbacks taken were pretty much still the top 4 minus Jaden Daniels. I think was the top 5. So that hasn't changed.
All right. So for Matt number 3, I got 2 running backs and a quarterback.
Mhm.
My wide receiver 1 here is going to be the wide receiver, I'm going to guess 9, 10 on the year. Yeah, we're going to go Cortland Sutton. Ooh.
Not sexy, but getting it done.
Getting targets, getting yards. He's got 3 touchdowns. They look good.
He looks good.
Don't hate
Yeah.
it.
I don't know about they look good. Bo doesn't look good.
He looked good last game. They just threw a lot. I thought it was going to be way more running, but he had like over 300 yards. They threw a lot. They didn't need to.
All right. I'm looking at someone in our league here, and I'm going to give them a boost of confidence as well that this guy is going to turn his season around. Eli number 3 has Achane and Henry, and Nico is his number 1. So a safe guy, in my opinion, with Nico to pair with someone, this might be controversial. Someone that could have boom weeks. I think they're going to figure it out at some point. AJ Brown.
Yeah, it's awful.
Awful?
Yeah, it's not-
You will, especially because you said safe pick.
No, safe with Nico. And then
okay.
AJ is the boomer bust
Okay.
guy.
You rather have him over Keenan?
Yeah.
You'd rather have him.
There's a couple. I went down a little bit. I had
Give me Devontae.
DK Metcalf, I had Devontae, and I had Rashee Rice over him. Those are the
Over
only AJ Brown. That was the only 3 I had. So just a
over,
boost.
over McWet.
McBride.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would still like even in situations like this, I would still take a late tight end.
I'm gonna take I think the last
Good pick.
good running back here. I need a running back. I'm gonna take Kamara.
Kamara. Okay. Trade news.
Trade candidate.
Have you seen that?
I have seen that.
What do you think? Could he go to a team and still be fantasy relevant? Like, because he's probably going to go to someone and split. You think?
I
With
think he
someone?
would still be the receiving back.
That's an interesting one. Okay, so all of our teams are pretty balanced, I would say. So you just had Gibbs, Kamara, Odunze, and Egbuka. Solid team. And Matt, number 2, has Amon-Ra, James Cook, and Bell Cow Javante. So where are we going here?
Yeah, for my wide receiver 2 here, we're going to go Devontae Adams, not Smith.
He's been great. He's definitely been, Devontae Adams has been better than I thought he would be for sure.
Yeah, to
up
pair,
this point.
pair him with Amon-Ra feels great.
Yep. Safe and then a touchdown guy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Eli number 2 has Mahomes, Jonathan Taylor, and Drake London. I love that. So pretty much can go anywhere here. Let's see. I think I actually am going to go, since I have Mahomes in this team, I'll pair him with Rashee Rice. Going to come back in a few weeks, and I think once he does come back, he's going to be, I mean, if this offense has looked as good as it looks, and
I think I still go Worthy over him.
rest of season, well, from this point, maybe. But
Also,
Just
because
thought-
we're just forgetting that he tore his ACL.
true.
So
Yeah, just giving him, the time to get back. I think he's going to be Mahomes' top option, and Worthy will be used, but maybe in different ways.
and you got a stack.
Yeah, I got Mahomes too, so that's the real reason why I did it. And I got to wait a few more weeks.
3 more picks here.
3 more picks. No tight ends yet.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Don't want to give any tight end shout outs.
I feel like it's
I might
way
with my
too,
pick.
way too early to take Ferg, but he's awesome.
You love,
Oh,
I mean,
he's
I think
great.
everyone loves Ferg at this point. The target monster for no yards.
But it's like if this was a mock, I think you still would be able to get him way later. Like this would still be Bowers, McBride territory.
Yeah, I think, if this was a real draft, I think this might be where I don't think any tight end has really deserved to be, I think, this high compared to the past few years where you've had Kelsey, you've had Bowers, even Laporta when he was good. I don't think any of the tight ends have really impressed that much to warrant a top 4 round pick. So I think we're fine with not having anybody. I think that's a statement in itself.
The other guys I'm looking at right here is, I guess, what we know now is like Wandale, Pickens, CD be out
Pickens.
longer. Pickens had a great week.
Yeah, Pickens is a tough one because CD's coming back. What does Pickens look like when CD's not there? Obviously, he had his big game because CD's not there.
J.K. Dobbins, but I think he could start to lose carries.
It's a good shout out.
I think I'm gonna go Debo.
Debo. Okay. Didn't see that
Debo.
coming. So you,
He's just been a target monster. I think he's gonna continue. He's doing way better than we thought he was gonna do.
for sure.
He's been great.
I mean, no Terry, no
Deep touchdown this last week.
no Terry, no Jaden. Do you not
When
have?
Terry was on the field, Debo was the guy.
Yeah, I just read this last week. But going forward, do you think even when everyone's healthy, you think Debo
they
will
were
outscore
healthy,
Terry?
and Debo was still outscoring Terry. So
Interesting.
yeah, I think he's solidified his role in this offense.
Okay.
So I'm just now realizing that I have 2 of my 3 actual players,
On this team, Bijan, Chase,
and I was contemplating Jaden here,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm a little concerned with injury.
with Jaden's injury.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm actually going to go here because we talked about this before the season. I believe they were favored in like 12 or 13 of their games. It was something crazy.
Mm-hmm.
He's had an easy schedule so far, but he's quarterback 5 on the year.
Drake May.
Yeah, I'm going to go Drake May here.
He's been sick. He was,
I mean, 20.
talk about a jump.
Yeah.
He was number 6 for me for quarterbacks. I had Jaden over him.
And you look at the defense coming up. Buffalo has shown that they can be scored on. Then he's got New Orleans, Tennessee. Like, he still gets to play Miami. The Jets haven't had a good. He gets to play Cincinnati. Yeah. So schedule looks great, and he just looks great.
He's looked great. He's taken the jump. I think, he was one of the guys that we talked about, that offense taking a jump, even
Yeah.
with little to no weapons.
I still
Quote,
think
unquote.
Jaden is probably better, but
Sure.
injury.
I mean, he's rolling though. So
Drake
Yeah.
May's been awesome.
yeah,
he's been great.
sick.
All right, this last guy, like I said, tight ends. I'm not going to take a tight end here. That's what I think that's a point in itself that we've taken no tight ends in the first 4 rounds. I mean, shout outs are Tucker Kraft has jumped up. I think Kittle's going to be back in a couple weeks, so I think he could be in consideration. McBride, Tyler Warren. Bowers is scaring me a little bit with that knee.
What about Baller Waller?
I mean, not this high, but we talked about him on a waiver
He's
game back.
in my DK.
Ooh, we talked about him in the waiver show.
Dirt cheap.
So definitely should be, especially with Tyreek gone, for sure should be looked at. Other quarterback shout outs, I got Dak in here. I have Jordan Love, Justin Herbert, Caleb Williams, Bo Nix, Baker, Goff, like all guys that have been solid, but not going to take them here. This pick's actually not going to be that sexy. I'm going to take a guy that's still a bell cow on a shitty offense, but I think
Brees Hall?
Chupa Hubbard.
I thought he was going to go Swift.
Not Swift.
Once I said Brees, I looked at Ken.
Nah, not Ken. Yeah. I mean, he doesn't deserve to be this high. I think Chuba is, I mean, Brees is a good shout out too, but I think that offense just scares me a little bit. And that's not like the Panthers are any better, but I just love that Chuba. I feel like he's pretty safe. All right. How does this look?
This is exactly how I thought it was.
Interesting. Which little foursome do you like the best? Josh Allen, Saquon Gentry, Sutton. But Sutton's been great.
I like my number 3 team.
JSN Hampton, Kyron Hurts is pretty good.
I like your number 2 team.
Gibbs, Adunze, Buka, Kamara.
Questions about Kamara, though.
Yeah. I think I fucked my team 3 with AJ Brown, but I just wanted to give him a shout out. I love Achane, love Henry, love Nico.
Deez's first pick team.
I mean, Puka and Garrett Wilson have been great. Etienne's been great. Chuba's just a solid RB2.
I mean, your number 2 team, like if we're going by points this year, like that's probably.
I mean, James Cook's the number 1 running back to this point, so he could.
Javonte is he top 3 right now?
Top, I think he's 6, 7, 8, something like that.
And Devontae has been great, and Amon-Ra's awesome.
Yep.
That team might be winning.
Yeah, if you have those guys up to this point, you're probably in a good spot. Debo is interesting. He wasn't on my radar at all.
The only guys. So
you want to shout out anybody else?
Yeah. So I mean, I went 8 rounds.
Speak into the microphone.
I went too far. I went 8 rounds, but the only guys in my top 4 that weren't taken was Trey McBride.
Yeah, all the tight ends
definitely could have went.
Yeah,
and Bowers.
I had Bowers as my 5th tight end.
I think
is that too low? I had Kraft. Kittle,
I think that's okay. Maybe I'm a Raider fan, so I like
Kraft, Kittle. I had Kraft as my number 1. By the way, I don't know if that's weird or not.
Ferg. I had Ferg above Bowers.
Ferg was right below Bowers for me.
I had Caleb. But we just didn't really do a quarterback run, so it didn't go.
Yeah,
I had him right underneath Drake May. So
okay,
that was right. And then I had J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah, it was between like him, Ken, and Brees Hall and Chupa. Those were the 4 guys I was looking at.
And the guys outside of that I thought would be drafted later. I thought Rashi way later, Nico way later. I had Nico in the 6th, so you're obviously a lot higher on him.
I just really like.
Forward.
Yeah, no, I mean Stroud can't look any worse than he has up to this point, right? We just looked at him before the podcast started. Nico's wide receiver 20, so there's better days to come, I think, and I think I'm still confident in him.
And then I had Bucky, but that's just he gets an MRI. He hasn't got his MRI. I think he gets it tomorrow, so we just don't know. But that could be a great 3rd pick, or it could be where I had him in the 5th.
All right. Any shout outs for you, Matt? About anybody?
Caleb. I like the Caleb.
Yep.
Shout out. I mean, Jaden should still probably be taken.
He would have been, I think, the next guy for me. Like I said, he was in the top 6.
Dude, honestly,
my next guy is
Steak, Montgomery.
Like, yeah, he's just safe. Like, he's in the Chuba range, I think.
The only receiver I even had on here, and it's just,
DK Metcalf?
No.
Pittman, Waddle, Marv.
Pittman.
I had Pittman a little later.
Pittman, but I still just think Worthy, just from that one game.
I didn't even have him on here.
He looks so good.
Yeah, he just, I mean.
It's just that offense.
That's probably a mistake. I had like
if that's his floor, he got 14 and like.
I wrote down Pittman, Keenan, and Pearsall over Worthy. So maybe he deserves to be a little higher than those guys.
Keenan for sure, actually.
Yeah.
I think most of those guys would all win this 5th round.
Cool. All right. So hopefully that appears well on the show. And we will now go into the last segment of the day, the DK lineups, which I won again last week. Mike, you got 2nd. Matt got 3rd.
This dude's 4 now.
Nah, 3-1. You beat me, remember?
No, he's picking the chalk, dude.
I'm picking no chalk. I took Penix last week.
I beat you in Thubs DK by 2 points.
I didn't even see.
Dude, you had 5 guys going last night. 5 guys.
Well, I mean,
I had 3.
well, I'm entering these teams not just among us. I'm entering in the big tournaments,
Mhm.
and to win those, you basically want to pick one game that's the shootout. So you want to have 3 players on one offense and 3 on the opposite offense, and you just want to have every player in that shootout game. So, yeah, I'm doing bad against us, but I'm also entering these in the main.
Dude, it was hella close. It was by 2.2 points. It was really just my defense got 10, yours got 1. But everything else, look how, and then you didn't have Puka. I had Puka, 39. Those are the 2 differences. Because all the other ones, you were a little bit ahead of me by like 1 or 2 points, but Puka was 39. Insane.
I also had Tyreek, so
He was having a good game until that happened.
I mean, yeah,
those
he
2 points.
kind of washed with. I had like Scatterby only had 12.
Scat. All right, who wants to start off? Matt, how about you start?
All right,
Who's your quarterback?
let me get to it. My quarterback for week 5, 5,600, playing the 32nd ranked defense.
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields.
I also have Fields.
it's great.
Who you got, Mike?
5,000. I know. Mariota against the Chargers defense.
Is he even playing?
No, Jaden's playing.
Yeah, I mean, if
I saw it, but Jaden's playing. They said he was going to play on the last one. Just pick another
he's gonna
quarterback.
play- all right, let me see what else I got. Well, that messes with my stack.
Oh yeah, that does probably mess you up.
All right, well, you're looking for that. I'll say my running back 1.
Okay, actually, I'm already good. I'm going Darnold. Darnold is 5,100. I have the
Okay.
money, and
Okay.
I already have JSN.
I was going to say
there
you
you go.
had to have JSN.
Okay.
yeah, so that's perfect.
There you go. Look at you being adaptable. All right, I'll start running back. I got Jahmyr Gibbs, 7,700 against the Bengals.
That's a juicy matchup.
It's a juicer.
I got Jahmyr Gibbs.
That could be
All right.
That could be a steak matchup too if they don't really need a pass.
I'll
be-
tell you, my matchups
I have
are
Jahmyr Gibbs.
all green.
Green? All
I have,
green?
I have Jahmyr Gibbs.
Okay. Okay. Who's your running back 2 then?
I went 5,400. Tony Pollard.
Oh, God.
Good matchup. Cardinals.
Fuck that offense.
I
But
want us to have like the same lineup.
Isn't Tajay coming? back this week?
just to practice
Okay.
window. He's probably not going to play.
Who is your 2?
NFC guy,
I have NFC.
6,000 range.
Less.
Oh, okay. I went Cam Scattaboo.
Scattaboo,
at
yeah.
the Saints.
That's a good one. I mean, he had a lot of volume, but didn't do a lot with it last week. 25 carries. I got Choop, 5,800 against the Dolphins, the Swiss cheese Dolphins.
Mm,
So I love that.
they just got ran all over too.
Yeah, love the
Every
value
week
there.
they've got- They can't stop the run.
And I'll start it back off with my receiver, number 1, Nico Collins. I talked him up a lot today. He's playing the Ravens this week, 6,800 in Baltimore
What's
with
the
no Lamar.
What's the Dolphins rank on there?
I'm looking at a sticky note,
Okay.
but it's probably low.
I could look.
Who you got?
I paid up for JSN, so
Okay.
I do have the stack for Darnold.
All right, so that's good.
They're 26,
There
so
you go.
it's one
Bang.
worse than the Saints.
Bang.
Is it on me?
Yeah, receiver 1. Just do your 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Yeah, swing it back.
I got QJ 5,700,
Still cheap as fuck.
and then I got a dude that's just been producing, playing the Raider, Michael Pittman Jr. 100. Cheap.
Cheap against that terrible, terrible team, the Raiders. I went 5,100. Michael Pittman against my Raiders.
Okay, love that. And then my 2 and 3, Amon Ross 7,900 against the Bengals, and Garrett Wilson
I have both those guys.
6,100 against the Cowboys. The stack with Fields.
I have both those guys.
So my receivers are Nico, Amon Ra, and Garrett Wilson.
I went a
How
little
you
expensive, not a great matchup, but I went 6,300 Debo.
So you're in on Debo. You might be
I'm
in
in on
more than I am. I don't even know how I feel about Debo at this point. So you had Debo in with Mariota, but still
Yeah.
willing to throw him in there.
My wide receiver 3 was Garrett,
Okay, with the stack.
and then Amon-Ra at flex.
Who's your tight end, Matt?
Darren Waller.
Oh, you had Amon Ra at flex.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
3,500 Waller.
All right.
4,800 for.
I
Paying
wanted to
up
go
for Fur. All right. I am returning back to the Manders with Jaden in there and Zach Ertz at 3,800 against
Well, it's cheap.
the Chargers. Yeah, so he hasn't done shit, I think, with Mariota. So hopefully Jaden comes back and throws him a couple balls. And then my flex, my team's been pretty solid so far. So you can kind of guess my flex is pretty shit. 3,500 Kevontae Turpin against the Jets with
Ooh.
Dak. Maybe a little sauce action on
Did you pay up
Pickens.
for defense?
You can get some kick return points on DK too.
So maybe he gets a home for a big play, and maybe if sauce is on Pickens, they might need to do some other stuff. But no, definitely shit.
I went Smelly Brees against Dallas.
So you guys' flex are way better than mine. My defense is this one's an interesting one. I actually picked this as one of my first picks. This wasn't one of my last. So I picked Seattle against the Bucks. At home, I think, like I said, the Bucks have looked a little shaky. Maybe they actually get to Baker this week, couple picks, maybe a fumble. I mean, the Seattle defense has been insane so far, and going into Seattle is never fun. So it's 2,800. So it's not one of the top guys. They're down there, but I could see them maybe doing something.
Who you got, D?
I had enough to get to them, but I went Panthers.
Again?
Yeah, they're playing the Dolphins.
-5 last week. Just
It's
ran
all
him,
right. You know, they're
run him
still,
back out there.
They're still scoring those 6 points per game. They're cheap.
Who are they playing?
They're playing the Dolphins.
Oh, right.
They don't have Tyreek.
They
I
could
think
look-
all they have to do is like put a spy on Achan,
When did Tyreek go out?
and
Third?
that's it.
Or was it the fourth?
It's third, I think. Second half for sure.
Did they do anything?
After?
Was it just H-N?
Waddle got a couple balls.
It was Waddle, it was Washington, it was Waller, a lot of Achan. Not enough Waddle, I think.
Yeah, only like 3
Yeah, he
four
didn't do
catches.
shit. Just more Achan.
My defense also interesting because of who they're playing, but they're playing Cooper Rush. So I went Texans on the road at Baltimore.
I like that.
2,400. They got a good defense, and if Cooper Rush is out there,
Sure. Don't hate it.
could be on his ass.
Okay.
All right, Mike, we need to get a win.
And this, yeah. That's just, I don't know.
Wait, I do have a win, but we need to get more wins.
Yeah, it's been great. That's it. So that was a little fun exercise with the rest of the season. We'll see if we get some reactions out of people in the chat. And that's all I got. You guys got anything else?
Who you got this week? Fantasy.
In the league? Little J with his triple Viking stack in London.
Who you got?
I think I'm going against John this week.
That's
He's
right.
coming off the monster.
You guys
Okay.
both playing John.
Who you got?
I got newly traded up man Rick.
Oh, Rick.
No.
Rick's on fire. The trade maybe didn't do shit for the score, but maybe for the locker room. So we'll see. Jaden back.
Jaden back. Yeah, I need to make a decision with my. Well, if Bucky's out, that'll clear things up. But
I mean, with the
got
buys
some
starting.
receivers to choose from.
Yeah, I don't have Bijan this week, so I'm playing Keon Coleman in my flex. So yeah, the buys are going to start happening here pretty soon. So that's it. We will see you the next time. Will be, when will that be? After week 5.
Loud again.
Huh?
Sure.
Sounds loud again.
We're bumping
Bye.
tonight.
All right, y'all. Good luck week 5.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Peace.